Am I audible? Our net is very weak. Is net very weak? Net is very weak. Sushant Babu, good evening. Can you listen to me? Can you listen to me? Can you listen to me? Net is very weak. Am I audible? Sushant Babu has written, good evening, sir, you are audible. But to my handset, it is not audible. Net is very weak. Yes, sir. Should I continue? Should I continue? Or should I switch over to the handset, to a different net? I think Wi-Fi is very weak. Am I audible? You are writing, yes, audible. But audible, you are audible and visible. And visible. I do not know. I do not know whether either really audible or visible. Yes, continue. Okay, I'm continuing. But in my handset, nothing is coming. Nothing is coming. Why? Let me start. I'll be very brief today, very short today. Very short today. Today, I shall discuss only on 1928 and 29, so far as resolutions of the independence or dominion status is concerned, and Gold Table Conference, GANDI-IRWIN pacts. I will confine today to this area only. Let me see whether I am audible or not. Let me see whether. Oh, now I am audible. Now I am audible. Let me see whether. Yes, now I am audible. Okay. I will confine to these areas only. 1928 All India Congress in Calcutta, Park Circus area, along with Bengal volunteers, I have discussed. There, the official Congress led by Gandhi, they placed the resolution of dominion status as the aim of the independence movement. And in the opposition, amendment for total independence, complete independence. That amendment was brought by Subhash Chandra Bose. In the opposition of Gandhi and betrayal of Nehru, Jawaharlal Nehru, amendment of complete independence by Subhash Chandra was defeated. But for throughout the whole 1929, Subhash Chandra, all over the country, in all meetings, in all speeches, he popularized the idea of complete independence. And the demand for the resolution of the complete independence increased throughout the country, particularly by the youth of this nation. And then you see, in 1929, in Lahore Congress, in 1928 Calcutta Congress, Mohandas made Motilal Nehru Congress president. And subsequent year, in 1929, his son Jawaharlal Nehru was made the Congress president in Lahore Congress. In that Congress, that very Mohandas Gandhi, who brought the resolution of dominion status and opposed the resolution of complete independence, took absolutely volte-face. He himself brought the resolution of total independence and got it passed. That means the resolution of total independence was passed in 1929 in Lahore Congress, where president is Jawaharlal Nehru. That means in history it is written, under the presidency of Jawaharlal Nehru in Lahore Congress, our resolution of total independence was adopted. This plan of Gandhi was to magnify the popularity of Jawaharlal Nehru, because Mohandas Gandhi has given word to Motilal Nehru that he will establish this worthless boy, his son Jawaharlal Nehru, as a national leader. This is just to cool down Subhash Chandra and take away some popularity from Subhash Chandra to add to Jawaharlal Nehru and to cool down the youth of this country. But Gandhi betrayed again. Then comes the Round Table Conference. Gandhi went to England. Subhash Chandra and many other mature politicians, they opposed. And you know, they are the Round Table Conference. The product is GANDI-IRWIN PACT. About GANDI-IRWIN PACT, many things are told in this country, as if GANDI-IRWIN PACT is a big achievement for this country. But what is really GANDI-IRWIN PACT? After GANDI-IRWIN PACT, some political prisoners were released in India, no doubt. But the prisoners, the prisoners were the revolutionaries. They were not released. Like Bhagat Singh group, Bhagat Singh, Rajguru, all the revolutionaries of this category who believed in armed revolution, none of them was released. This is GANDI-IRWIN PACT. And what really was the GANDI-IRWIN PACT? In India, the Indian historians and they spread the story that GANDI-IRWIN PACT is a step forward to our independence. But that is absolutely wrong. We got a document when JMCI went to London as a part of inquiry into the documents of the Netaji mystery. They got a document. A part of this document which we received, I am reading out. There the JMCI got some documents of some papers of the London branch of the Indian National Congress. London branch of the Indian National Congress. Up to 1930, there was a London branch of Indian National Congress. That office was maintaining records on different purposes. whenever some Congress leader went to London, their discussions, their activities, all were being recorded in that office. That office was abolished after 1930 under the order of Gandhi Nehru. You will understand why. A document of that office was collected by JMCI. One paper a document I am reading. Gandhi had given me to understand that he, that is Gandhi, would not press the question of independence. Who is telling it? Lord Irwin. This is the headline. The Indian political situation subject, the Indian political situation and our task, manifesto of the Indian National Congress, London branch, 1931. On the basis of the second roundtable conference will become clear when we analyze a speech of the ex-Viceroy of India, it is Lord Irwin, partner to the Gandhi-IRWIN PACT, who speaking on this 22nd of July in Wesleyan Hall, Westminster, under the chairmanship of His Grace the Archbishop of Canterbury, assured the audience, numbering several thousand, on the following points. Number one, that although India would not be kept by force, the indirect control and safeguarding of British interest in India would increase. Number two, the Britain would not lose India. 3. That Mr. Gandhi had definitely given him to understand that he would not press the question of independence and severance of British connections at the Round Table Conference. This is the fundamental basis of the second Round Table Conference, and it will explain in an illuminating manner that British imperialist policy towards India does not intend to change in the least its nature but only its tactics, changing the old mask for a new one to suit the altered circumstances arising out of revolutionary situation which must be dissipated and diverted. This will also explain the various stages by which Gandhi and the Indian National Congress have departed from their pleas given at Lahore to fight for complete independence, as the immediate goal to end up the equal partnership within the empire. That means, Sushanta Babu, that please be clear that under situation compulsion, a resolution of complete independence passed in 1929 to satisfy Subhash Bose and the youth of this country. But this was a bluff. In the Gandhi-IRWIN Pact, there Gandhi agreed to dominion status, and he categorically told to Irwin that he will never demand for independence. That is total disconnection from the British Empire. He will never. The danger ahead. This is from the document. Again, another stranger. A successful termination of the Round Table Conference will mean a triumph of British diplomacy. This is British diplomacy. Of Lord Irwin's 3-point and polo team smile. An independent Indian government, indirectly controlled by the England, to protect British interests and to keep India for England, according to Lord Irwin, will baton, shoot down and imprison any Indian thereafter during to disturb, endanger, or threaten the economic interest of British capital or of its junior partners in Indian capitalists, landlords, moneylenders, and upper and middle class, and will consider its high treason if the hungry peasants, workers should dare to revolt. This is issued by the Executive Committee of the Indian National Congress London branch. The source notes on the reader printer copy roll number 3, Public Records Office London, file number L/P and J/12/364. This document I published in my volume Netaji Subhash Chandra Kichu Bitorko Kichu Totto, first volume. I published this document. This is how Gandhi cheated people of this country. To him, independence was never the aim. And round table conference was a bluff. And also the resolution of complete independence under the presidency of Jawaharlal Nehru in Lahore Congress was another bluff. Possibly many ones are not being, today's net is, my net is maybe very weak from here, from the source, maybe for the source. Okay, I'll stop very soon. I am thinking most possibly net is today very weak, maybe from the source or at the targets. 1929. Yes. The complete independence resolution was adopted in Lahore session of the Congress. Okay. The Gandhi-IRWIN talks began. A lot of congressmen were dissatisfied about the Gandhi-IRWIN Pact. During the discussion, Gandhi said he wanted more leaders to participate. When the name of Subhash Chandra Bose cropped up, he said Bose was not in the working committee. His argument was, as Bose is not in the working committee, he cannot be taken to London. No, he is not, and he is my opponent. Gandhi is telling officially that Subhash is my opponent and will denounce me in all aspects. Still, if he wants to attend, we must give him a chance to do so. As a result of Gandhi-IRWIN Pact, many political prisoners were released, but not the revolutionaries. Like Bhagat Singh, Shivaraman Rajguru, Sukhdev was sentenced to death in Lahore conspiracy case, were executed by hanging inside the jail. And please keep in mind, and on this issue, the whole Punjab was boiling. On one side, Gandhi is claiming his victory, his Gandhi-IRWIN Pact. On the other side, Sukhdev, Rajguru and Bhagat Singh being hanged inside the jail. What for? The Gandhi-IRWIN Pact. And the whole Punjab was at that time boiling, burning. All are very aggrieved against Gandhiji. And the situation was cooled down by Subhash Chandra himself those times. Subhash Chandra, while addressing All India Naujawan Bharat Sabha conference, praised highly the patriotism of the martyrs like Bhagat Singh, criticized Gandhi-IRWIN Pact. During Karachi session of the Indian National Congress under the presidency of Sardar Patel, the Gandhi-IRWIN Pact was endorsed. Official Congress endorsed it. And then I am coming to this part, 1930 October. Again, in October 1931, while speaking at a meeting held in Goila in East Bengal, Subhash Chandra Bose criticized Gandhiji for deciding to participate in the second roundtable conference. Again, Subhash Chandra is criticizing Gandhi for going to second roundtable conference. He further said that it was a blunder for the Congress to join the same roundtable conference. To this end, he referred to the Irish Sinn Féin party. The British also tried to cheat the Ireland, but the Sinn Féin did not step into this trap. That Gandhi has not learned anything from history. And as I have told that in a discussion to Romarola, Gandhi has told he do not read history, he do not take lesson from history. December, after the conclusion of the second roundtable conference, Gandhi left England for India, and on his way back he stopped to meet Romarola, that I am mentioning, and Mussolini. Gandhi met Mussolini because at that time Mussolini had very bright days. Gandhi reached Bombay. Subhash Chandra Bose was there to receive him. He discussed topics like Bengal Ordinance, the political situation in the country with Gandhiji. In January 1932, Congress Working Committee decided to launch the non-cooperation movement. Gandhi, in the mind, has come to the clear idea that by roundtable conference and before that by the Gandhi-IRWIN Pact, he has become very unpopular in the country, and that he has cheated the country. The people has come to know, and he wants to bright up his image, to manage to clean his damaged, to make up his damaged image. Now he is thinking of a national movement. The non-cooperation movement, if the Congress Working Committee decided to launch the non-cooperation movement, if the outcome of the second roundtable conference was not favorable. A small news item as regards the possible British reaction to this end was published in Liberty, a daily paper of Calcutta, on January 3, just on the previous day. Subhash Chandra Bose, on the way to Bombay to Calcutta, from Bombay to Calcutta, was arrested inside the train compartment in Kollam railway station near Bombay under Regulation 3 of 1818 Act. He was taken to unknown destination by the same train. Afterwards, he was detained in Shioni sub-jail. And then the second civil disobedience movement. The second civil disobedience movement started in India in August 1932. After a gap of 11 years. 11 years inside the country, Gandhi, from his side, there is no movement. The second civil disobedience movement in August 1932 is decided. But by this time, the communal award by Macdonald, Viceroy Macdonald, has notorious, what is coming? The communal award of Ramsay Macdonald on communal representation in Indian legislature was announced by Viceroy. Delegates from United Kingdom reached India to study the effects of the civil disobedience movement. 1933 has come. The mass civil disobedience day was observed throughout the country. Police took recourse to free lathi charge. Many were injured. February 23, Subhash Chandra Bose sailed for England from Bombay on a board S.A. Gange because now he is banished to Europe. Banished to Europe. And here I will stop today. Subhash Chandra Bose sailed for England from Bombay on board SS Gange to restore his shattered health. He was officially declared released when the ship reached the ocean, leaving the shores of the mainland. From SS Ganga, Subhash Chandra Bose made an appeal to the people of this to forget their petty quarrels, sing their differences, and to try make Bengal united and great again. And in May, the countrywide civil disobedience movement against the proposed communal award of MacDonald was suddenly suspended and withdrawn by Gandhi. Subhash Chandra Bose and Vithalbhai Patel were awfully sorry and offended for the sudden suspension of this movement. They issued Bose-Patel Manifesto from Vienna, May 1933, which stated, "We are clearly of the opinion that a political leader, Mahatma Gandhi, has failed. Non-cooperation cannot be given up, but the form of non-cooperation will have to be changed to be more militant, and the fight for freedom is to be waged on all forms." That is the declaration of Subhash Chandra Bose and Vithalbhai Patel. That is the beginning of is now Subhash Chandra is banished to the mainland of Europe. And remember, at one time I will discuss more serious issues subsequently. One thing, Subhash Chandra, this is the second, his first stay in Europe, England, was for his ICS exam and tripos in applied psychology. That is his academic period. And second European visit is this, when he is exiled in 1932 to 36, 37. Second European stay in Europe, second European part. Third is when in 43 to 41 to 43, during second Great War, when Germany at the center of the second Great War. It's third European stay. Fourth, you can tell after the so-called plane crash, 45 onwards, even you can say 44 middle November, December, and 45 afterwards. Again, his stay in the Europe. If you call the Siberian area, Eastern Russian part, as a part of Europe, but culturally, that eastern part of Russia is Asian. But Russia as a whole behaves as in international political plane, behaves as a European force. And one thing I summarize here today. Subhash Chandra, his political career started in 1921, and in India that ended in 1941, and that is about 20 years. Of these 20 years in India, he was imprisoned 12 times. And of this total 20 years, he was about 12 years he was in prison, in one sense, for his different imprisonments in India, in Burma, in 3 different jails, and in exile in Europe. The total period is 12 years. It is out of 20 years, 12 years he was imprisoned in this way or that way. And please keep in mind, his disappearance in 1945. That means his political appearance, either as a congressman or a political agitator or as Netaji, totally is only 24 years, 1921 to 1945, 24 years. And remember, his Chaitanya took sannyas at the age of his 24 years. Sri Chaitanya took sannyas at his age of 24 years. And Chaitanya was active as sannyas, revolutionary sannyasi, for 24 years. Then he disappeared. And you see the Mahakal Porjay, Bhagavanji Porjay, what we are studying today is from 1961 to 85. 1961 to 85, when he is again disappearing from Faizabad Ajodhya. That is again 24 years. I will discuss in subsequent days all these issues, and particularly his second stay in Europe. And because this period from 1933 to 37 rather, his punishment is exile to Europe. During this exile, he toured in different countries of the Europe, and that developed his world view, that developed his views as a statesman. He visited different academic institutions, industries, factories, warehouses, weapons manufacturing factories. All this made him more experienced. His knowledge increased. And though on the British side was happy that he is exiled to Europe, his contact with the Indians are cut, so that the power of Subhash Bose to agitate these people of this country against British will be no more. And Gandhi might be happy because his opponent, declared opponent, is no more in the Indian soil to agitate and to speak against him, to criticize him. But on other side, if we think on the side of the Subhash Chandra, this exile in one sense helped Subhash Bose turn into an international man, a global man, a statesman, giving him opportunity to acquire knowledge from all spheres of life in Europe, because at that time, Europe, Western Europe, was developed in all spheres of life, beginning from social life, law, health, education, industry, military industry, in all aspects. And that gave him a tremendous knowledge, which helped him to become the statesman subsequently. And where we can see is as the Netaji, the statesman, philosopher, and a general. Let me stop here today. I think today's discussion, I have not gone to depth. Let me stop here today, because I feel somewhere the transmission is being interrupted. How many of Indians know about the treaty? How many of the Indians now know about the treaty? If people of the consequence know the details of the treaty, even after independence, how they help Congress to rule India for say about 60 years old. Treaty means I think you possibly should know you are mentioning Gandhi-IRWIN Pact. Yes, about the Gandhi-IRWIN Pact, even historians of our country do not know what exactly the text of the Gandhi-IRWIN Pact. This is a very cloudy area, very cloudy area. Very cloudy area, very cloudy area. Our historians do not know. Gandhi-IRWIN Pact is a bluff. It's a bluff. Similarly, the passing of the resolution of total independence in Lahore Congress under the presidency of Nehru, Mohandas Karamchand's son, political son, was a bluff. This was a situation compulsion that compelled Gandhi, and to cool the youth of this country was wanting the resolution of complete independence. Let me stop here today. Sorry, I am feeling that today's transmission is being very weak. I'll try to come up with the subsequent issues. The European Subhash Bose's second European stay period, I will discuss tomorrow. His stay in Europe, the second European stay in 33 to 37. That part I will discuss tomorrow. Sorry, I'm stopping here today.